essentially AI is data. It is an algorithmic analysis and processing of a massive data set. And without that data, AI is essentially useless. And that's becoming even more important as we're starting to get connected AI applications that are able to access enterprise data. But all the way back to the very, very beginning, when you're building an AI model, it churns through a massive data set. It's a unique storage challenge because it is a huge amount of data, but it's also a huge amount of clients and it's a huge amount of throughput that's happening. And that's on the training side. But then on the inferencing side, honestly, it doesn't really let up. It still requires an incredible amount of data. Every time you open up a new chat session, it has to load up a whole bunch of data off of somewhere, and off of somewhere, typically these days means over NVMe connected storage. And it is possible to access NVMe over Ethernet, over any TCP/IP fabric, but also over Fibre Channel. I think that people may not be aware of the extent that Fibre Channel is present in modern AI infrastructure. But I think that if they looked at some of the biggest implementations here, they would find that Fibre Channel really is the connectivity fabric on the storage side that is the equivalent of the protocols that are connecting the GPUs and the protocols that are connecting everything else. It's essentially tools for the right task. And when it comes to storage, Fibre Channel is often the right task, even today.
Yeah. Judd, I wanted to give you a chance to jump in here because a lot of what Stephen just talked about is the fact that storage doesn't kind of live on an island anymore. It has to be networked into the rest of the system in order to be useful to all of these advanced computing systems. And Cisco kind of is the gold standard for networking for a lot of the industry. So are you seeing these same trends with the customers that you're talking to that they need this super high performance to be able to feed this AI monster?
Definitely, yeah. I mean, they're spending a lot of money on this, and they want to get their return back out of it, and they want it to benefit the business and turn into, you know, revenue generation versus just a cost center. So if you want to talk to Cisco, our president and chief product officer G2, well, he'll say there's no way you can do AI without the network. It can't happen without the network. I mean, we're interconnecting those nodes, lets customers consider things not just in a box, but as you mentioned, from a density perspective, they can consider scale up in the rack. They can consider scale out in the row or across the data center. They can scale across data centers over distance to get access to that data. And if you've been listening to the news lately, they're even talking about scaling into space. So a lot of considerations there about where the data lives. But from a Fibre Channel perspective, we can do NVMe over Fibre Channel. We've been doing it for about a decade now. It's baked into the products. It's ready to go on the existing platforms. Customers can just unlock it and start leveraging it. And that provides you, it strips away that legacy SCSI layer and gives you a little bit lower latency and the ability to do a lot more parallelism, which is, great for GPU infrastructure.